Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals for the week. These are either going to be tools that are on sale, tools that even at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or tools I find interesting would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. So all of these items that we go over today will be linked down in the description for you guys with their own independent links, so it's easy to find. I'll have two additional links that say tools and tools continued. Those are going to be two links that take you to a long list of tools that I've went over in the past, so that's all there for you guys. But first up on the list today is the Tekton hard-handled screwdriver set. This is the 12-piece set. These are made in the USA. It's going to include Phillips and slotted screwdrivers. They do have many other sets and a couple different handle designs. This is their four-sided hard handle. They also have their tri-lobe high torque handles, which I own both and I really enjoy both. And then before, you used to be able to get these in a black oxide blade, which was a little bit cheaper, I believe. You do have to oil those, a couple times a year, just depending on where you live. If you live in the Rust Belt, it's definitely more often that you're going to want to oil those blades. But I've had good experiences with them, and I think recently they've stopped making the black oxide blade for the four-sided hard handles. I could be wrong, but last time I looked, I could not find them. But this one, you can see the sizes included. I really enjoy this kind of hard handle design. It's just kind of like a classic to me, a little bit different, and it's really comfortable. Your thumb fits kind of in this sloped portion of the handle. There you can see it a little bit better. I'll enlarge the picture. It does have the screwdriver size and design on the back. There you can see Phillips number 2 with the Phillips head design. Now, over time, depending on how you have these stored or how much you use the palm of your hand, that marking will go away. It's just like painted on the top part of the handle, but it is nice just in case you have them in like a tool cart or toolbox that has the drop down slots and the handle faces up. It is nice that you can see that. There you can kind of see the profile of the handle. I haven't had any issues. I have dropped my screwdrivers quite a few times. I work outside 90% of the time. The other time I'm in the shop, and I've dropped these a few times, never had any of them chip or crack or anything like that, so they've done really well. Like even here, they have chrome blade and a black oxide blade. It is a different set, so maybe they have them available, or maybe they're just overstocked from what they had before. But last time I was on their website, maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I didn't think I could find the hard-handled ones with the black oxide tips. But this 12-piece set is at $33.80 with a list price of $52, so pretty decent savings there. Now, keep in mind that if you go on the Tekton website and you just create an account, which is free, you automatically get rewards for everything that you purchase. So you spend $100, I believe it's 10% in rewards, so you get $10 not off of your purchase that time, but your next purchase, and your rewards can stack up. So if you buy quite a bit, then you can save money on your next purchase, and that can be really handy. I think I got almost all of my plier organizers and a lot of other things. I got the plier organizers for free and some wrench organizers for really cheap just because of what I had bought in the past. So that's what I really like. The other thing that I really like about Tekton is the warranty. It's probably the best tool warranty possible that you can ask for. Now, I will say Tekton used to have great prices on all of their products. They're not that way anymore. The prices have went up significantly on a lot of the products, so I don't believe all of them are worth what you're paying for, but this one I think is a good deal. Next up is a product that, if you're a weekend warrior DIYer, this is probably something that you're not going to use all that often, but if you do a decent amount of work, this can be really handy. If you ever change your exhaust, which every vehicle I've ever owned, I've done an exhaust on or changed the exhaust on, and just having these is extremely handy. Now, these are used to remove your exhaust from the hangers, the little rubber isolator that sits between the hanger on the vehicle and the hanger on the exhaust. Some of those, especially over time, can become a real pain, or even when they're brand new, because some are extremely stiff, and then when they get kind of dry rotted or even stiffer over age, they're not as flexible. They can be a real pain to get off. Now, you could simply, if you don't think you're ever going to use these, you can just use like a flat blade screwdriver and pry in the hole where the hanger is and kind of spray some WD-40 in there and kind of wiggle them out. But this just makes it so much easier. So if you do exhaust work on any of your vehicles, Or if you're a professional, you probably already have these, but these are a great investment for right around $20. These are at $22.78, down from a list price of $27.25. And this is from Lisle. Not much to really go over. It has a hook and a portion that basically just sits on the backside of that rubber isolator and pushes the hanger out of that rubber isolator. Makes it extremely easy and saves a lot of time, especially if you're laying on your back working underneath your vehicle. You don't have a lift. Sitting there sometimes working above your head can be pretty annoying, so the faster you can get the work done is really nice. This has 4.8 stars at 6,635 reviews, and you can also get many other brands for cheaper. Lisle is just a brand that I trust, and I've owned many products from them, so I figured I'd add that. But as you can see here, there are many others underneath the $20 price range. This is just a few of them. I did forget to mention on this screwdriver set, it does have 4.7 stars at 354 reviews. So here, this is going to be, if you're into electronics or building computers or anything like that, this is probably a ratcheting screwdriver that you already know about. Maybe you already own it. Probably one of the most expensive ratcheting screwdrivers on the market. This is LTT, or Linus Tech Tips, and they designed this a few years ago to be the best ratcheting screwdriver on the market. And while I will say it is an extremely nice screwdriver, my buddy has one, I couldn't really justify $75 on a ratcheting screwdriver. If you're a ratcheting screwdriver fan and you use a ratcheting screwdriver all the time, this could definitely be something for you. But over the years, I've owned multiple ratcheting screwdrivers, and while I've never really had issues with ratcheting screwdrivers, it's just not my thing. I always find myself just going back to a screwdriver. But there's been one that I've held on to for a couple years now, and that is the PB Swiss. And I've mentioned that in videos in the past, which is a great ratcheting screwdriver. You can get it in 3 different sizes, I believe. Basically just, they have their stubby, and then they have 2 standard handle size, one with an extended blade and one with a short blade. And I have the normal one with the short blade because it was more affordable, and I think the long blade one was around $100, and I wasn't paying that no matter how much. I really like the PB Swiss handle and their overall design of the ratcheting screwdriver. I just wasn't willing to pay that. But if you use ratcheting screwdrivers often and you like ratcheting screwdrivers, this is one to consider. This is a 12-in-1 bit ratcheting screwdriver. This one's in all black. They do have it available in the orange and black. This has 4.8 stars at 258 ratings, and this is very popular in the community of building computers and any electronic work and things like that. But obviously this would be great for any automotive or many other occupations where a screwdriver is necessary. It's very nice, and it's got a nice design. I just couldn't justify it for the amount I use a ratcheting screwdriver. Here you can even tell in the display photo they're using it to assemble a PC, some bike work. But some of the product details, I can't remember where this is made, unfortunately, and it doesn't state. It does have a locking middle position and then a right and a left. Strong magnet, knurling on the blade. Here you can see it holds up to 12 22mm bits, 6 longer bits up to 42mm, so a couple different options for holding bits there. And here's everything it includes as far as the sizes. You get some Phillips, some hex, some slotted, and some square. Here you can see a little bit better image of the bits included. There's the PB Swiss with the long blade that I was talking about earlier, and that one's at $68. So overall, a really nice design, but can anyone justify the $75 for just a simple ratcheting screwdriver? Some people, yes. I myself, no. But I did want to show you a couple of other options. There are many others out there, but after doing some research, I wanted to include 2 others that you would possibly consider over this that have been highly recommended for those that have also used the LTT multi-bit ratcheting screwdriver. So at half the price, you have less than half the price, you have the Williams magnetic multi-bit ratcheting screwdriver. This is a 9-inch one. It is at $36 with a typical price of $38, so a little bit of savings there. Here you can see it has just a simple cap that unscrews from the back of the screwdriver with some blades included with it. It does state USA. And this one's been around for quite a while, and I know a lot of people that are extremely happy with it, but this is one of them in the forums that are highly recommended as far as ratcheting screwdrivers. There's a little bit of information on it if you guys would like to pause and read that. You get 5 bits, 2 slotted, Phillips 1 and 2, and a Torx T15. And this one has 4.8 stars with 1,574 ratings. And then the other one, this is not one that I have experience with, but I saw quite a few people recommend it. I don't know how to pronounce that. Xiaomi Mijia, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you know. Not I. This is the 16-in-1 ratcheting screwdriver, and this one has quite a few recommendations. This one has 4.5 stars at 107 ratings, so not quite as popular, but it's also a brand that I've never heard of. A lot of people like this because the blade is removable, so you can use the bits just in the handle or with the extended blade. There you can see some of the bits included. I actually really like this handle design. It looks really well built. It looks strong. It could not be, but it looks to be. There it is with the blade inserted. There is a removable end cartridge, and I believe it is held in with a magnet that can be fully removed from the handle of the screwdriver. There you can see the internal. And I want to say the Williams was a lower tooth count, maybe 20s or 30s. I can't remember for sure. There you can see the bit holder, it being used without the inserted blade, with the blade. Overall, I think it's a really nice design, and once again, at less than half the price. This one's at $32, typical price of $34, so a couple dollars savings there. As far as information, I know you can't see everything. It's got a 45 tooth ratcheting mechanism, 16 different bits that are S2 steel, a locking position, a right and a left. There you can see the ratcheting mechanism a little bit better. I just think it's a really clean design. There you can see the detachable pop-up magazine, magnetic bit storage. So maybe it's not held in by magnets. Maybe the bits are held in the cartridge by magnets. I may have misread that earlier. Bits are made of high quality S2 alloy steel to a hardness of 60 HRC. 8 double-ended bits, 16 common bit types. So yeah, you get some hex, Torx, slotted, and Phillips, and some posi drive. The handle is actually a nylon and fiberglass with a TPE rubber, and there's just a little bit more information on it. But I thought those were two really good options if you're not willing to pay that $75 for the LTT. I think they're all good options. Once again, not big into ratcheting screwdrivers, but I know a lot of people who are. And if I were to get another one, this is actually one that I would probably consider. If you guys would like to see some other ratcheting screwdrivers I may consider, please drop a comment down below. That's it as far as this week's Amazon tool deals. Once again, all of these items will have their own independent link down in the description, as well as those 2 additional links. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts on some of these items that we went over today. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.